I need you all to hear what I'm saying. Success is a plan that takes years in the making. When nobody did, I believed. Had to let go of things I did not need. Cut off some friends in the process, what could I say? I could no longer carry the dead weight. Get off your ass, there's lots you can do. You wanna learn something and watch how I move, but they don't wanna do shit. They wanna be spoon-fed like a little baby. That shit is crazy, boy. Change up your mindset. I get 3 days worth of work done in just one. 727 mindset is the hustle for us. You get it?
Hey, I'm Alex Corona.
And I'm Jamie Burke.
And this is 727 Podcast. We're coming at you from Corona HQ.
Corona headquarters, yes.
National office. Today, I got a special guest for you guys. I want to introduce you. He's now a good friend of mine. You know, I met him a few years back. I want to say about 5. You know, I was introduced to him by his brother. I was getting a haircut one day, and his brother mentions to me, he says, "Hey, you want to give my brother a job? I known this kid like 15 years. I didn't even know he had a brother." And I said, "Of course. Give me his number, and I'll see what we could do with him." And I gave this man a call, and ever since day one, you know, I've been training this guy. I've been mentoring him, trying to get him, you know, on the right track. It's been a hell of a ride on both ends, I'll tell you that.
You had no idea what you were in for.
But like always, I'm always in for any type of hard work, and I'm in for a challenge.
So with no further ado, let's introduce ourselves to Brian Clare.
So I'll introduce you guys to my buddy, Brian Clare.
Hello. I'm scared. I don't want to come out.
He's a little scared right now. Come on, Brian, don't be scared, bro.
Police out there.
No,
The police are now
not
looking
out
for you,
here.
bro. Come on, we got you papers. You're back in game.
So
Hey. This is Brian here. Just wanted to introduce him to you guys. You know, I wanted him to let you guys know where he's been, where he's at, and where he
How we got
began.
there? How we got there?
Oh, I'm just so grateful to have met you guys and to be a part of the team. I sure went through a lot. And I used to work at a retirement home, and I just hated my job so much. Of course, I got fired just like at any other job for drinking. And then my brother introduced me to Alex, and then I got on the Corona Realty team. And the main thing is just not letting these guys down, right? Because they believed in me from the beginning. So
let's bring it back just a little bit. Your first day to work, your very first day was the first Taste of Blue Island?
It was.
Our very
Yep.
first annual Taste of Blue Island that we do, where we feed the community and give them. What did you think of us when you started?
I'm like, this is great. It's gonna be like a party every day.
Uh-oh, we gave the wrong impression.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay.
And then, you know, I'll never forget the first day that Brian started with us. I, you know, had him set everything up and help us out with the Taste of Blue Island. And then next day on the job, I told him he's going to help us out, do some phone calls, help out with the leads. And, you know, I gave him his own desk and his own computer, his own phone. And, you know, I walk past his office, I see what he's doing, he's shaking, he's scared, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know, it's okay, maybe this guy can't make phone calls, maybe we'll put him on our construction side of our team. And so the next day I told him, hey dude, you know, you're gonna help out my man Rick, he's gonna, you know, he's doing some plumbing, I'm gonna have you help him out. So he had to rot out some clogged pipes, and it was awesome.
It was bad. Like the second day I was playing in the shit. And then like me and
Literally,
Rick,
playing
like,
in the shit.
stepping in it, and then there was like toilet paper getting caught on the router. It was like flipping, and it was hitting Rick in the face, and he was going, son of a bitch!
Oh my God.
So
So you knew construction and
Yeah.
was not for you.
I almost want to do that to every single employee that starts with us. You know, I wish I could do that to everybody. You know, it's almost a metaphor. You know, you can either get on the phone, you know, do some sales, or you can play in the shit. What do you want to do? And it was an easy decision for Brian after that. Next day on the job, this man was hammering the phones.
Yeah.
It was awesome. He's like, don't put me back there. Don't
I'm like,
let
I'm
me
busy,
play."
I'm making phone calls. I gotta hit the leads up.
Brian, tell us a little bit about where you started at.
Well, I worked at the patio for a while too, and that was terrible. Walking around in circles, just serving French fries and half slabs, and the music would just. There was this one song where it's like, everybody wants you to do it, and then I'd be just like walking around like, man,
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
And now tell us about when you started with us.
When I started here, it was a long journey. I'm always working on being clean and being the best Brian that I can be.
You knew what jobs were not for you. Like, you knew you wouldn't want to be doing construction. You knew that you were not going to want to be working in a restaurant or waiting tables or anything of that sort, or working in a funeral home. But once you got into where she started going to school and being a real estate agent, like, you were like, this is it. This is what I want to do. And then started dressing the part, because he did not always wear suits, and communicate with clients in a positive way.
We definitely got rid of Brian a couple times, and
I think 4.
you know, it's a lot of times that, you know, we've gone out of town, he loses his mind, you know, I don't know what happens to him. He says he gets separation anxiety, you know, he misses us
From
when we're
us.
around.
I love that.
So, you know, I'm not exactly sure what happens, but we have had quite a few times where we have let Brian go, and, you know, I let him back for one reason or another. I definitely love the guy. You know, I believe in him. Just like I tell you guys, you know, I love you. I want to see you win. It's the same for my people. You know, I've seen Brian grow tremendously over the years. You know, when I first met him, he was just like when you guys first saw him under the table, a scared little puppy. That's exactly how I met him. Now this guy's got confidence. He believes in himself. He's ready to take on the world. And I'm happy that he's here with me to help me take on the world.
I think people do change, and I think that sometimes through that process, sometimes people just need like love and support. It's not all the time that you solve people by punishment. And I think if we just stayed like punishing you, I feel like it would have just it could have gotten worse, or who knows. So I think that we felt that, you know, by supporting you and maintaining our relationship, we see the progress. It's not like there's no progress. There's tons of progress. Look at you now. You're doing better today than you ever have before.
I'm licensed in Indiana,
We're
too.
so happy, yes. That's great. So I guess a couple questions for you. Was there a moment, if you can't think of one, that's okay. Was there a moment that you were like, this is not working? Like, I'm not going to wake up every day and just go down the rabbit hole. I want to change. Like, was there a defining moment that the reason why that you were like, no, I'm not doing this anymore?
Well, it just, I just don't want to make an ass of myself in front of people that I care about. It's no bueno.
It's a real eye-opener. You know, I've had a few moments with Brian where... No, pásenle. No, ya no hay. Hasta las 2 nomás. Sí. A usted. Yeah, we got events here all the time. We got people coming by. You know, they're looking for some tacos. We had it from 12 to 2. It's over, but next week, you guys ain't doing nothing. Come check us out. 12 to 2 every Tuesday in August. Back to Brian.
Okay, and then, so I had a couple other questions. If you could think of one thing that makes you so successful in business today, like what is the one thing that you do every single day that really is like makes you successful in what you do?
Well, I always want to learn something every day, and I'm not driving around just listening to music in my car. It's always like a podcast or something where I'm getting information, or I'm changing my self-concept and overcoming limiting beliefs. Like, the only way that I can do that is like have like an outside source, and then really just look at things from a different perspective. And that's what I'm always trying to grow, and then get different ways of looking at life.
I like
It's one
it.
of our core values. You know, we live a learning-based living. You know, we like to grow, we like to learn, and you know that's what keeps us motivated. And that's really cool. That's what Brian just said. If you had to tell somebody, Brian, how to get a hold of you, how would that be?
Just follow me on Facebook, or give me a call, 312-639-0790.
There you go.
And I have to say, throughout the journey of all the stupid shit you've done, like you legitimately like care so much about your clients, and you're available, and you will show them 500 houses if you need to.
That's true.
To get the job done. And he never even, no matter what we're doing here, if I ever call Brian and ask him for help, he doesn't ask like, what am I getting? Oh, is that my deal? Or he's just like,
Or is
yes.
that my job?
Yes, he's just like, yes, what do you need? Yes, yep, absolutely, I can handle that.
And if, somebody was to ask me, why is it that you take Brian back? Why is it that, you let him go and, you gave him another chance? Is that reason. This man busts his ass. There's, a lot of people that I know, and he's definitely one of the hardest working dudes I know. And he's not making any excuses. He's doing what he's got to do. Even when he was, a hot mess, he was still taking care of business. And, most importantly, he earned a seat at my table. I myself have gotten so many chances in life, and, as long as somebody's willing to put in the work, I'm definitely there to guide them through it. And of course, there's going to be hiccups here and there, but most importantly, my man has stuck with it. And, look at the man now. Proud of him, man.
Suited and booted.
I'm going to show you guys, if, when I do a sneak peek of this podcast, I'm going to put a picture on there so you guys can see the before and after.
It's a good one. It's an amazing transformation.
Definitely reach out to Brian. If there's something that we can do to help, we're definitely here. Got anything else?
Good job,
You
Brian.
want to tell him, Brian?
Partners for life, Bill.
That's right, baby. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. So again, Alex Corona.
Brian Clare.
Jamie Burks.
And this is 727 Podcast. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah. I'ma need you all to hear what I'm saying. Success is a plan that takes years in the making. When nobody did, I believed. Had to let go of things I did not need. Cut off some friends in the process. What could I say? I could no longer carry the dead weight. Get off your ass.